we're really starting to see things a lot more clearly this month. We have the Three of Eyes as the first card out for the collective for the month of June. And this is talking about increased clarity, not just with your two physical eyes, but with your spiritual eye or your spiritual sight. And so this month, I think that there's going to be a lot of things that become undeniably clear to the collective. Both like on a personal level, you may start to see your own patterns more clearly, whether that is self-limiting behaviors or beliefs or certain strengths that you possess. It will like be undeniable to you. You may also be seeing things more clearly in terms of your relationship dynamics, perhaps the patterns within those, or within the community, your society, the country, the world. It's like things are being revealed and the truth can no longer be hidden. For many, this could have to do with the recent trip that you went on with the pilgrim. You may have gone on a pilgrimage of sorts, or you may just be spending more time outside, time in nature, at the park, or even gardening. And this is the blessing with this really beautiful tree. And it's like this travel or this time in nature, this time outside is bringing in these codes, these activations you can see with this sun here. And this is the blessing, like the blessing of clarity, the blessing of knowledge, of understanding, of sort of seeing the path that you're on and where you need to go. And these things have been activated within us, or they are being activated within you during the month of June through travel or through time spent outside or in connection with nature. And through this ability to see things more clearly, it's like the masks are coming off with the serpent and chaos. And so you can see this little person right here, just like eyes closed and yet completely aware of what's happening around them. And so that's what I mean with like, it's almost like this serpent was previously wearing a mask and was able to like get away with that mask. And now no mask could hide the darkness, or no mask could hide what was previously being concealed, because now the receiver, the viewer, has been activated. Your sight has been activated in such a way that it's like you could see it with your eyes closed. You can sense it. So again, whether that's like you're sensing darkness in others, or you're sensing perhaps toxicity in others, or even your own shadows, your own shadow behaviors, or like I said, within society, within the country, things like that. It's like the snakes, it's like they're clearer than ever. Their masks are coming off. And behind that, the chaos. It's like you can no longer deny what isn't working. You can no longer deny the darkness, the evil, the shadow behaviors, the toxicity. It has nowhere to hide any longer, because we have been activated as light bearers, as light bringers, as people who can see things clearly. And so what is being revealed is everything that is out of order, everything that is disharmonious, everything that is chaotic and unbalanced, so that we can bring it back into a state of balance, basically. And part of that is letting go of any cycles of disempowerment. And so this is in part what is bringing this about, because we ourselves as individuals are being activated into our own power by closing out by closing out cycles of disempowerment. And the more we step into our power, the more we start to see things clearly, the more we have been activated towards truth. All of that is shining light on the darkness. All of that is bringing collapse to the old systems. It's calling out the sort of like the karmic behaviors, the toxic behaviors. It's like that stuff cannot continue on any longer, because we ourselves are radiating so much light and so much truth that all of that is just getting exposed, like without us even really having to do anything, you might say. Although we've done a lot to get here, what we've done is we've closed out these cycles of disempowerment, and we're stepping into the truth of our inherent power. And so our advice going forward this month is to allow the transformation. I think for many of us, the transformation has happened, and now it's just sort of like integrating, and really allowing balance to be restored, allowing harmony to be restored within ourselves, within our lives, really letting that transformation take root, and then going fully into the future, going fully into the new, into what's next, and doing it not from a place of certainty, or because you have all of the answers, but doing it from a place of wonder and excitement and joy and a willingness to trust that what comes next will be better than what you're letting go of, because you yourself are different and more empowered and more capable than you realized previously. And so that's why you can trust this forward momentum. This is why you can trust closing out those old cycles and stepping into something new. And part of these cycles of disempowerment that we're closing out could have a lot to do with finances or with lack mentality, of scarcity, of feeling like there won't be enough money, there isn't enough money, worrying about your physical resources, food, housing, things like that. And in particular, being worried that there just won't be enough. And so that you have to hold on very tightly to what you do have. Something within you has been activated so that you can close out that limited belief and start to experience a more abundant reality. You may also be closing out cycles related to challenges within community, feeling like you don't fit in or you don't get along, or having conflict with peer groups, feeling like you've had to walk away from certain people, or you've just been sort of like excommunicated or outcasted, things like that. Feeling like you haven't been able to find your place within a community. That is another sort of like disempowering cycle that has been closed out through these activations, that is allowing us now to see things more clearly, see ourselves more clearly, see our relationships more clearly, see what we can build and create more clearly. As well as with this Seven of Pentacles and Five of Pentacles, again with finances, but not strictly finances, also this feeling of being unsupported. So again, feeling like there isn't enough, right? Not enough money, not enough resources, but also feeling like there isn't enough support. Again, with having challenges within community, you may have like had difficulty maintaining friendships in the past, or the friendships were more draining than they were providing life to you. And that cycle is being closed out, or has been closed out. And we're moving into a place where it's like we're putting scarcity or lack mentality behind us and starting to understand, and not even just understand, but like see clearly, physically and energetically, our place within community, our place within the world, our own strengths, and what we can become and what we can build and what we're here to do. All of that stuff is becoming more clear this month because of the activations that have happened and the cycles that have been closed out. And this is not just like happened last week with this Seven of Pentacles. This is like you have been working on this for a long time. You have planted many seeds along the way. And all of that stuff is starting to come into fruition. It's starting to bloom. It's starting to prosper. And we're starting to see, oh, I am capable. Oh, I do have what I need. I have the resources I need. My needs will always be met. I am supported. I do have community. I fit in with a particular group, things like that. And so you're able to then put all of that to use moving forward. Lastly, with this High Priestess, I almost wasn't going to talk about it, but she's really like, I am that bitch. You cannot forget about me. And so this is, I think, sort of like the embodiment of the activations that have happened, right? We're really stepping into our power. And now we're recognizing we're not just a baddie in the physical, we're a baddie in the spiritual or in the energetic as well. And so trust that, trust your intuition, trust what your gut is telling you, trust what you can see, even if the people around you can't see it, and trust the direction that you are being led. There is a purpose for this activation. There is a purpose for all of the clearing that we've just done. Embrace the power that you're starting to experience and really hold on to that as you move forward.